Hey everyone, hope you guys are all doing fantastic. It's Omar back here again with another video. So today I'm just going to do a quick overview of the Whoop Strap 3.0 and my experience with it after just about 2 weeks. Now before we get started, if you find my videos beneficial, could you please just take a moment to hit the like and subscribe button down below. It's just a small thing you can do to help the channel, and that way it's me helping you out as well. And that way when my video is posted, you get a notification right away so you can watch it. And it's just a small way you can help the channel, and this is a small way I can help you as well with your purchase decisions. Now getting to the Whoop Strap 3.0. So this is what it looks like on the wrist. As you guys can see, there's no screen at all. Just mainly plastic, and it has the always on sensor on the bottom. And basically you just clip it on, so unclip it. It'll say where it says the Whoop. As you can see that, I'll take it off for you. Clip it off. So where it has the Whoop symbol on the bottom, if you guys can see that, try to zoom in. It'll say Whoop there. That's where you unclip it to open it. And it just unclips like that. You know, it's mainly plastic. And on the bottom it has an always on 24/7 heart rate sensor. And that's basically it. And then for the strap, it's made of polyamide and polyester, and it is really comfortable. So it's really good with absorbing sweat. Now, if you get it wet and it gets soaked, then it does retain a little bit of water. Because most straps for most smartwatches are like mainly plastic or silicone, so they don't really retain any water. You can just kind of wipe it off. Where this kind of does absorb the water, so it can be a little bit uncomfortable, but it's not bad. It does dry off pretty fast. And just a random thing to point out, like I said, it doesn't have a screen, and that's originally what threw me off at first as well, because I kind of heard about it through a friend. But I didn't know much about it, and any tracker that I've had, I'm so used to having a screen. It's just nice to have a screen, and even when I have the Whoop Strap on, I always wear a watch as well. But anyways, that's just me, this is how I am. So the Whoop Strap is designed for performance athletes, competitive athletes, but also fitness enthusiasts as well that just, you know, want to learn how their body's doing and maximize their recovery. And that's mainly what the Whoop Strap is designed for, you know, maximizing your recovery from the strain you have from your daily life, you know, from working out, from work, all your other hobbies, etc. Now, unlike most fitness trackers, you can't just buy it and then just kind of use it. So with the Whoop Strap, it actually comes free, but you have to do a monthly subscription. So there's different ways and different, you know, subscriptions you can get. I just did the basic one, and you have to make a 6-month commitment. So it's $30 a month, US. And then I'll just do a quick little pop-up here of just the other options for the subscriptions that you can get. Now to discuss battery life. For the battery life for the Whoop Strap, it lasts for 5 days, and I've had no issue with it whatsoever. It's lasted 5 days. So there's no issue right there. And there's a cool way to charge it as well. So basically you don't have to take it off your wrist. You can keep it on your wrist. You can keep tracking your heart rate and everything. And basically you get a battery pack. I'll show you guys right here. This is what the battery pack looks like. And all you really have to do is slide it on. And so this one charges separately as well. It's a USB, charge it, and you just slide it on. So originally where I told you guys it had the Whoop symbol, so this also has the Whoop symbol. So it's on the bottom right here. So where the Whoop symbol is, you just have to align it with the other Whoop symbol and literally just slide it on like this. And then the light will go off and it'll start charging. So simple and easy. You don't have to take your strap off at all. And for the battery pack, so you guys can see there's 3 lights. I'll do that again. Put it back on. You guys can see there's 3 lights that pop up. Now just to warn you guys, the Whoop Strap itself is water resistant up to 3 atmospheres or 30 meters, but the battery pack is not. So make sure you don't have your battery pack when you're getting your Whoop Strap wet. Just make sure you're sitting down or doing whatever, but just don't get it wet, because that thing is not water resistant, and it would suck to have to pay for another one. And the Whoop Strap does also have an IP68 rating, so it is dust and dirt proof as well. Now, when it comes to tracking recovery for the Whoop strap, there's 4 physiological markers that it tracks. Not in any particular order. So first one is heart rate variability. Second is your resting heart rate. Third one is your sleep recovery. And then the fourth one is your respiratory rate. Now, when it comes to sleep tracking for the Whoop, it tracks sleep automatically, and it's been pretty good. I've only had one hiccup where I woke up and I went back to sleep, but it didn't track it, and I know I was asleep, and it did track it on my Fitbit that I was wearing. I just didn't track it on the Whoop. That was literally only the one time, so it's not bad at all. It's just one hiccup, which that's happened to other devices as well, so I can't fault Whoop for that. But when it does come to sleep tracking, it tracks your quality, your efficiency of sleep, and your consistency. And it shows that all on a chart so you can see how well your sleep recovery is. And that's what mainly, recovery wise, if you're putting a huge load, a huge strain every single day from working out, stress, etc. Sleep is very important, and that's your main thing for recovery, right? So it's also cool because in the app it'll show you and recommend how much sleep you need to fully recover, so you can be optimal for the next day. Now, speaking about sleep and recovery, so now let's talk about the recovery zones. So there's 3 recovery zones when it comes to your recovery with the Whoop strap. So first one is being in the red zone. Obviously, being in the red zone, it's not good. It means your body is not ready and fully recovered. So basically, when you're in the red zone, it'll do a percentage from 0 to 100. So for the red zone, it's from 0 to 33%. Now the next one is the yellow zone. So obviously, yellow zone, it's better than being in the red zone, but your body's still not fully recovered, but you can still function. And for the yellow zone, the numbers are from 34% to 66%. And last but not least, the green zone. That's where you want to be in. And for that, it is from 67 to 100%. So now let's get into the Whoop strain. So basically for the Whoop strain, you get a score every day from 0 to 21, which is the highest. And basically it's your daily level of strain that your body can take. And this comes from stress, workload, working out, travel, etc. It's just your daily strain you take on a daily basis of your daily life. And what's really cool is based on your recovery, Whoop will actually tell you what your strain should be for the day and what level you shouldn't exceed, because you don't want to overtrain. So it's cool how it calculates that for you. Just you're based on recovery and you want to fully recover and not overdo it. Really cool thing that Whoop does is a performance assessment. Now, I'm not there yet because I've only had it for about 2 weeks. So after each month, you'll get a performance assessment from Whoop. So basically it's a monthly progress report just to see how your body's doing based on your performance. So like your sleep performance, what helps you sleep better, etc. Your training performance, what days you have more strain, more than others. So you can kind of see your patterns here and there. Now, like I said, I'm not there yet. I've only had it for about 2 weeks. So once I am there, later on in the future, I'll do another review on that as well, just to see more of in depth of how that looks. Now for activity tracking. So it has an auto detect feature on it. So basically if you're doing an activity, it will detect it, and I think it's within 10 minutes around there, it'll start, by itself automatically. So for myself, I counted 74 activities. With that, including other. So say if one option that you're doing isn't on there, you can click the other and it'll track the activity regardless and just put it as other. But yeah, for myself, I counted 74 activities. And one thing that I find really cool about the Whoop strap is basically, so when you're doing things that are physically active and involve a lot of contact, like wrestling or jiu-jitsu or kickboxing, you don't really want to have, say, a device with a screen on it, just because, it's on your wrist, it gets in the way, it's getting hit, and then you have to worry about your screen breaking. So with the Whoop strap, what they've done is you can buy different accessories. So you can get an impact sleeve, which is really cool. So basically it's just a sleeve. It goes on your arm. So basically you put the Whoop in there and it can take impact, so you don't have to worry about it breaking. And then you can do all your other contact sports and still have a way to track your workouts, which I find is awesome. So that's one of the benefits to the Whoop strap, but you can actually still do your physical activities, which involve a lot of contact, and still record your workouts. Now, the last thing I want to touch on about the Whoop is the Whoop journal. So basically, the next day after you sleep and recover, etc., there'll be a thing that pops up. It's basically the Whoop journal. So it basically has 40 different behaviors which you can pick from. So for example, like, did you drink? You know, did you use marijuana? Did you sleep with a dog in your room? Masturbate, etc. So it has all that, which it kind of keeps in track. And then at the end, you can also do a journal. So basically, it's a section for you to just write whatever you want. So say for me, I just write if I had a bad sleep, if I woke up a bunch of times, I'll just write it in there. And then it keeps a daily log, so you can actually go back and see what you wrote. So then you can be like, oh, I had a crappy sleep because of this. Or say your dog woke you up, or you have to go to the washroom, etc. So it's cool to track your behavior so you can see your patterns and see if it's affecting your sleep. So then you can kind of optimize on that and capitalize and be like, okay, so this is what's affecting my sleep these days from these behaviors. So maybe I need to cut back and stop those behaviors so I can get a better sleep and therefore recover better. So the next day I'm more optimal for my body to perform at a better rate. So now, with my experience, I've had it for about 2 weeks and I am really liking it. It's nice to have a tracker, which I don't have to worry about the screen. And like I said, you know, I do activities that involve physical contact, like kickboxing, wrestling, jiu-jitsu. So it's nice to have that and still track my workouts. Yeah, so far it's been so good. I've had that one experience where it glitched for my sleep tracking, but that was really it. And that can happen with any device. I've had it happen with a Fitbit as well, so that's not a major issue. What else I'm trying to think of? I really like the recovery aspect of the Whoop. It's nice to know like how your body's doing, how you're recovering, your respiratory rate, etc. I like the strain as well. So this is similar though actually to the body battery that Garmin has. So basically it's a body battery just showing the level of energy your body has. So that's cool as well. It's like similar, but I think this, like the Whoop strap, goes a little bit more in depth for recovery. Just my opinion, has, you know, everything more in depth on the app. So it's nice to have that. It's just nice to know what your body can take, and nice to know, like, based on your recovery, where your body should be at for a level of strain for that day. Because you don't want to overtrain, right? And I've overtrained many times. I know lots of people that have, and it sucks. You don't feel good, you have no energy, you just feel like shit. So it's nice to know that you can prevent that and not go into overtraining mode, because you don't want to feel that way. So from my experience so far, I like it. I'm going to do an update in the future, like I said before, of how I feel about the Whoop and my final thoughts, etc. Hope this video was informative to you guys. Let me know in the comment section down below if you're thinking about getting the Whoop strap, and if you already have it, some of your likes, dislikes, etc. I'm Omar from O-Rated. I'll catch y'all later. Peace.